Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are ready for the golf. I'm so glad you could join us for this event presented by the TGC Network. We are just about ready to kick off our first round action. We are down at the first tee. Let's go. And there you have it, folks. First drive of the event. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 100 yards to the pin from here. This one's looking good. And about 11 feet to go here. Oh goodness, that was almost in. And this putt's about a 2-footer here. And starting today's round off at even par. And now the second hole. Well, so far so good for this one. And about 165 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron. I think he'll be happy with that. And this for the birdie. Oh, and wouldn't that have been nice? Just didn't drop. And our leader currently sitting at 11 under par. And now teeing off on the par 5. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And I kind of wish I was right on that one, but that shot actually ended up in the rough. And that one's back in the fairway, nice and safe. And that green is definitely in reach for the next shot. Looking good. All right, and he's on the green. This putt's about 7 feet to the cup. And that one goes in for the bird. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And next up, we have a par 5 hole. And just a huge drive here. And some poor luck there. He's probably not too happy about that one. All right, setting up the shot in the beach. And this for the birdie. And this putt's for par. Nice little putt. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. And now setting up on the par 3. And that looks like a 5-iron. "14 feet to go." And that one drops for the birdie. And it's looking like 15 under is the score to beat for our leader today. And now setting up for the par 4. Well, this one's looking pretty good. Wow. And that was just a monumental effort, hitting the green in one here on this par 4. And this putt is for birdie. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. About 160 yards to the pin here. And here's an 8-iron. This is heading towards the green. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. He's got to be pleased with that. From here, 110 yards to the pin. And that approach has found the green, but quite far away from the hole at this point. Ooh, that was very close. And tapping in for the par. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. Ooh, and just inches away. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that putt's going to drop for par. And as we look at the big board, our current leader sitting at 17 under. And let's see what the 10th has in store. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And from 165 yards out. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And this one's for birdie. Right into the cup. Very, very nicely done. And after that one, 5 under for the day. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. This shot looks bound for the beach, folks. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. I wouldn't doubt the wind is the reason behind that. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. Solid putt. And as we look at the scores here between holes, our leader currently sitting at 17 under. And now we find ourselves on the 12th. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. And I think he will be happy with that. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And he will move up on the leaderboard after that hole. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. And this shot's looking promising. Okay, about 165 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron here. I think he'll like that. And this putt's for birdie. And sitting at 7 under for the day after that one. Okay, let's see what this tee shot has in store on the 14th. And this will go far. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And after that hole, currently sitting at 8 under. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. And he will like that. And about 170 yards to the pin. Looks like a 7-iron. And that one's going to miss the green. Bit too much club on that. And to save par. And look at this, I'm seeing quite a few birdies on that scorecard for him today. And next up is a par 4, folks. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. And 110 yards or so to the pin. This one's looking good, folks. And he's in the short stuff now. And this is for birdie. And a nice putt there. And as we look at the leaderboard, current leader sitting at 18 under. And the wind could be an issue on this next hole. We're going to have to see how this tee shot goes. And going with the 7-iron on this one. Yeah, I think you'll like that. This one's a 9-footer. So close. And this one's for par. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And after that one, 9 under is the score. And moving on to the 18th hole. And this drive could go on for days, folks. This is some serious power. And I think he's going to like that. This putt's for birdie. And tapping in to end the round on a birdie.